Welcome back. A new report from The Information says Alphabet and the Pentagon are discussing an AI deal. This is the military looks to revamp its ties to AI after that, of course, significant fallout it had with Anthropic. Mackenzie Sagalos is looking into all of that in today's Tech Check. Mac.
Hey, David. So those deal talks between Google and the Pentagon would let the military use Gemini in classified settings. According to The Information, Google has proposed contract language barring uses like mass domestic surveillance and fully autonomous weapons without human oversight. But the broader agreement, at least according to this report, would still allow use for all lawful purposes, the same legal framework that Anthropic refused to accept back in February. And that's what's so significant. It's not just that it would dramatically expand Google's defense business. It's that it comes only months after Anthropic's own talks with the Pentagon collapsed over many of those same issues. Now, there were already signs that Google was moving to capitalize on that fallout. Google Cloud Chief Thomas Kurian reportedly pitched the Pentagon on a broader partnership the very day Anthropic's negotiations fell apart. And within weeks, Google was offering AI agents in unclassified government settings. And they weren't alone in spotting that opening. OpenAI signed its own Pentagon deal for classified workloads in the immediate aftermath of Anthropic talks imploding. XAI followed soon after. But Gemini was really the big question mark because Google had the most fraught history with the military of any of them. This is the company that let its Project Maven drone contract with the Defense Department expire after employees revolted internally. Its motto used to be, "Don't be evil," and now it's in talks to put its AI into classified Pentagon systems. It's pretty much a 180 from where they were. And the runway is there, right? Alphabet already removed its old ban on AI for weapons and surveillance from its public principles. That leaves Google positioned to become a much bigger AI supplier to the Pentagon. And guys, Alphabet, they have not responded to a request for comment on this report. And in fact, they have not responded to a single request for comments on its talks with the DoD for 8 straight weeks since the Iran war began. Guys?
Wow. I can remember Don't Be Evil, of course, in the prospectus when the company went public, Mac. We know where things with Anthropic stand. Are we going to hear even more? Is there going to be another player that comes to the fore here in terms of what may be a competition to get the Pentagon's business?
Well, I mean, at this point, and just thinking about where things stand with Anthropic, you've got a split court decision where D.C. is siding with the government, SF is siding with Anthropic, so it's unclear what that supply chain risk designation is. So to your point, David, there is still this opening to really step in to fill that void. And I'm sure that if you hear from Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, he'd be one to pitch their new model that came out last week, their first closed proprietary LLM. But it's really Google that is poised to be a leader here. They have a long-standing relationship with the government. They have their own chips, their own cloud business that's been working with the DoD for over a year now, and in a wider context beyond AI for much longer than that. So that's a well-established partnership. And what's fascinating is that Pentagon Chief Emil Michael was talking up the Google relationship, literally said that he had high confidence that Google will be a, quote, great partner on all networks. So to me, that reads as Google being a frontrunner to take on a lot of business that once belonged to Anthropic.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy to watch, too, Emil, making some of those calls and doing this. I guess I understand that AI is a whole new realm here, and there are all sorts of ethical considerations that come with the new technology. But, these companies, high-tech companies, have been working with the Department of Defense and the government for years and decades doing all sorts of, things. And I just wonder if, is this a new issue that Anthropic has brought to the fore, or have there always been questions about who ultimately gets to decide how that technology is used?
It's such a great point, and it's shown itself in all these different iterations. And what's different, and I think that the best example of this is that in 2018, Google bowed out of the contract over Project Maven, where its AI tech was being used in the context of drone imagery. But what's different this go around, 8 years later, is the fact that it is a highly competitive race among those Gen AI players. You've got 2 of them potentially reaching the public markets this year, aiming for market capitalizations within range of the Magnificent Seven. And so there's a threat there that didn't exist. And that's perhaps why you're seeing more of these players, I wouldn't say distance themselves from the ethical considerations, but internally, Google employees are signing on to these briefs, going to the courts in D.C. and in San Francisco, coming to the defense of Anthropic, including chief AI scientist for DeepMind over at Google, Jeff Dean, very much on board with what CEO Dario Amodei is fighting for.